Hey yo, my name is Chandler. I'm a trumpet player. I'm a music education student about to go into my junior year. And last month I got into an accident and broke my jaw and shattered my teeth. Let's talk about it. Why did I decide to make a video about it? First of all, documentation. The second reason was so I could share my experience with anyone else who may be going through something similar. For a story like mine out there. Great. Day in the life. Oh my god.
Anyway, back to our scheduled programming.
I wanted to share my experience because when I was in the hospital looking for information like this, I couldn't find it anywhere. I know that Chet Baker, super famous jazz trumpet player, got a bunch of teeth knocked out in a fight and he kept playing, but nowhere did it say he also had a shattered jaw. I mean, if documenting this and sharing it on the internet can help one person feel better about a recovery process, then shoot, why not? Just to be clear, this is not a skate hate video. When I recover, I am going to get back in those skates. It's like a challenge now. It's like the skates beat me, and I can't let that happen. I've got to beat them. My Aries is really coming out. Okay, so I got a pair of skates. And then I fell. Pretty good. I ate it. I was going down a hill that was deceptively long. It wasn't very steep. It was like probably 5% grade. I was going too fast, lost control. I tried to steer myself into the grass so that I could fall on not pavement, and I came this close. I came this close. Here's the part of the video where I give you a heads up that I'm going to be discussing my injury in pretty great detail. The things I'm going to be talking about in great detail are blood, injections, stitches, ambulance ride, hospital visit, dental damage, and a few other things. So if this topic makes you a little squeamish, absolutely no worries. Please skip ahead to the timestamp that I provide right here, and I will see you back once I'm done talking about all of my medical hullabaloo. So long story short,
I kind of curb stomped myself.
Oh, it sounds so bad when I say it like that. But that's the closest thing I can really compare it to. The craziest thing about standing up right after the impact was that I didn't feel any pain. I thought there were rocks in my mouth. So I went to go spit them out, and they were my teeth. They were my teeth. So yeah, love that for me. And clearly that's the point when I realized that I'd really messed up my teeth. And at that point I wasn't even freaking out or scared. I felt no pain. I was like, oh, I'm fine. Whatever. Don't worry about me. However, my husband did indeed, in fact, worry about me. I think I have maybe 8 or 9 that are chipped, and I think 3 of them are to the nerve, which sucks, by the way. Also, I asked my husband to go back to where I fell and pick up my chipped teeth so that I could have them, and he did. So,
what does your man do for you? Really? What does your man do for you? Like, if your partner isn't on the side of the road picking up chipped teeth for you, like, is that really someone for you? I don't think they're doing enough.
I think I fell around 7:30 and I was admitted to the ER around 8. The paramedics, super quick. I sat there for a little while, waiting in the ER, and they had me wear a paper mask because COVID is still a thing. I kept, bleeding through these paper masks. I went through a couple of them, and so that was a sign that some cut on my face somewhere was not closing. They took me back to clean me up a little, and that's when they noticed that this cut right here was to the bone. The paramedics didn't notice it because of just the sheer amount of blood that was all over me and my clothes and my face at this point. They started washing it out, and my husband was like,
Chandler, that's unbelievable.
I purposefully wore no makeup for this video just so you could see my lovely scars in detail. Yeah, so I mean, not much to say about the scars except that they are there, and they've developed very hard scar tissue around them, which is to be expected, but I didn't know that. Apparently that's a totally normal thing. So they stitched me up almost immediately after figuring out that I needed stitches anyway, and put a neck brace on me because my neck was hurting a little bit, as one can imagine, and then they sent me off for x-rays to see if anything was broken. At the time, they thought that my jaw had just been dislocated, which wasn't too much of a stretch because I informed the EMTs that I already had TMJ issues because of years and years and years of braces. Trust when I say that it is not lost on me that my grandmother paid these thousands for braces. For what? For what? So when the x-rays came back, that's when we found out that I broke my jaw. I didn't just break it in one place. Oh no. Oh no, I never do anything halfway. I broke it in 3. Clearly it was broken at the point of impact. It was just on this side, and then I had a break here and a break here. At that point was the first time I started freaking out and thinking, like, oh my god, am I going to be able to, like, play trumpet again? That's when it really hit me. And then they said I needed surgery. So I had my surgery on that Wednesday at 3 p.m. Keep in mind that I fell on Monday night at around 7:30, and I couldn't eat between the time I got into the hospital and the time I had my surgery. Because 1, anesthesia, they didn't know when I was going to go under, and 2, they were concerned that I had a concussion. So no food for like 2 days. After I got out of surgery, they had me wired shut, kind of obviously, and I was on a liquid-only diet for about a week and a half before I went in for my follow-up with my maxillofacial surgeon. After the wires came off, they put me in some rubber bands that aren't these. They were much, much tighter, and it was practically the same thing as having wires. The only thing was I could yawn and it didn't hurt, which, something I never thought I would wish for, to yawn and not have it hurt. I then had a follow-up appointment about a week and a half after that, and that's when they put these looser rubber bands on, kind of similar to the tightness of those that have the connecting rubber bands to fix the bite when you have braces. So, that's where I am now, injury-wise. I have another follow-up in a few days. I don't know if I will have gone to it by the time I've got this video posted, but I'm recording it on August 12th, so it's been a little less than a month since I had my surgery, and this is what we look like. This is what we feel like. This is how we're doing. I think it's very important also that I discuss with you all that I am currently in a trauma response phase. My injury was a trauma. For a long time, I really didn't want to believe that what I experienced was traumatic. I just didn't feel like it was that big of a deal. But I was having a trauma response all the same. My body decided that I wasn't safe and it needed to do what it needed to do to keep me safe. And I am definitely going to talk about that a lot more in an upcoming video. Let's not pretend this is just about physical healing, okay? So going forward, here's some things we're going to look at in better detail. I'm definitely going to record my first time buzzing because it's going to be
Garbage.
It's going to be hot garbage, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how bad it is. I can't wait to embrace the suck.
You know.
We're also going to do some cool things like talking with a therapist about trauma. We're also going to try to cover some things like doctor follow-ups, ins and outs of maintenance, what do they do for a diet, because, you know, I still can't
choose things.
Might have a conversation with some of my professors and advisors because they've made modifications to when I go back to school in the fall because of my newfound limitations. If there are enough questions to warrant a Q&A video, I will do that, especially if a lot of them are continuously asked, if they're like a common question. Other than that, though, I don't have a plan. I have no plan. If you've experienced anything like this, or if you have any questions about my new lifestyle, get in the comments down below, let's talk. The whole point of creating this channel and creating these videos is so I can communicate with people. So don't be shy. And in the meantime, in between videos, if you're wanting kind of day-to-day in the life or mini updates like doctor's appointments and things like that, before the videos like hit the channel, follow my Instagram. Follow my Instagram, follow my